really big revelations about like letting go of judgment and really moving towards this liberation of living in your authentic identity, and how so many of us as sensitive people, we have this burden that we've been carrying. And it's like this clipboard person, this imaginary clipboard person is walking around taking notes of all the things that we're doing wrong and how we should be and how we shouldn't be so sensitive and we shouldn't be this or we shouldn't be that, or we're too much of this, or this is what we're supposed to do or not supposed to do. And those little pieces that sometimes we don't even realize we're carrying around. I had done a lot of personal work, obviously, on over the years. I talked about it a lot on the podcast. But this new level was really interesting. I was going through menopause. I started having a bunch of health issues. At the same time, my 2 sons went off to college. So I was this empty nester and suddenly like, what is my identity kind of feeling? And it really got me into a really conscious place. But before that conscious place, it got me to a really dark place. And I was really struggling, probably struggling more than I could remember. I mean, it was really hard. But I'm actually so grateful that I was able to move past that, through that, I should say. And I made some really conscious decisions for myself. I was kind of like, wow, I have got to prioritize my health, my well-being, and myself. I mean, I had been a mother for over 20 years. And then before that, I was really a big part of raising my nieces. And I just was always focused on other people. And it was just such a natural part of me. And even though I had done so much self-work over the years, there were still these levels I needed to go. And I had a space now. I mean, because I was an empty nester, I just sat at the edge of the water and I watched the sunrise. And I made a commitment to myself that I would really figure out what was going to make me happier and how I could fully just really spend time consciously knowing myself. And there were some days that were really hard. Like, you have those moments where you're going through something hard or something stressful has happened and you just want to avoid it and you want to stay busy so you don't think about it. Or maybe you just never slow down to think about it. But I really wanted to give myself time to slow down and really think about it. What was I feeling? What was I needing? And how could at first I almost looked at it as like dating myself, because I also had made a decision to become single. And that was a conscious decision because I really wanted this time to refocus, recenter, and figure out, who am I at this stage of life? What is my purpose? What is next? And also every day commit to my mental health. That was a big one. Like, I think it was literally every day. I was like, my commitment is to my mental health. How am I going to continue to focus on that? So it became really beautiful.